when you failed.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can see. Now we can
All
see. Turn
right.
the lights on. The lights are on. Oh,
All
we
right.
got to restart or not restart.
So, Matt, you've got the seafood festival coming up.
Well, I'm gonna turn it over to Mike. It's actually
Okay.
the Union County Historical Society is putting an event on. Mike's the president, so I'll let him speak on it.
Yeah, so I became the president this year. I really wanted to raise some money for the society, so we decided to throw this seafood festival. Um, it should be a big hit. We've got everything from Maine lobsters, crab legs, oysters, sushi. On my side, that was more the Matt side. That's the food side. But on my side, we've got axe throwing, we've got butter churning, we've got live bands, mining for gold. So we're really excited about getting the community back out and really focusing on that property. It's at the Mock House, which is 25 Veterans Memorial Drive. It's right there in downtown Blairsville. We're excited to, really showcase the old cabins. We're building a cabin that's J.C. Collins cabin, which is, if you know the
Oh, yeah.
Union County, the Collins name is a big name.
Big name. Yeah.
We're really excited to reconstruct that while we're,
Now, y'all got axe throwing. Can you pick the person you throw the axe at? How does that work?
We're hoping it doesn't. It's his name's Axe Daddy.
Right.
So you might have to ask him, but hopefully we keep it between the lines there because we do have a beer and wine garden that we're very excited about. We've got bouncy houses for the kids. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. The wristbands are $5. You can get them at any Lucky Dog restaurant group, or you can purchase it at the gate. Kids are free. We want to focus on that.
Now y'all got butter churning.
Butter churning. Yep.
I mean, I've done it. I've churned butter before with my grandmother. I can remember back in the day, but that's kind of a thing of the past.
Yeah. Well, this is the whole focus on this festival is really bringing back,
right.
Teaching these kids what it used to be like and showing these cabins off. And it's always funny to see these kids go in these cabins because it's still the old rope beds and the hay, the hay mattresses, and they just can't really fathom that people live like that back then. So
that's the way it was.
Trying to get their hands off that dang phone and really enjoy the weather and enjoy it being outside. So
what is
the best part of that is the people that give the tours. They used to talk about why the beds were constructed like that and why there was straw up above, and there's some really neat information in that.
Ain't that where the words where they say sleep tight to make sure that is a rope bed and your bed was tight and not sagging? Is that not where that come from? I'm just asking. You're old. You probably remember, don't you?
Yeah, Stephen,
sleep
that's
tight.
exactly where it came from.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, y'all got beer gardens and wine garden. Have you seen, did you get the grow lights on them like Packy does with his in his basement? I mean, I don't here.
No, we now there will be some ivy, over there. We're trying to spruce it up, make it look like a real garden. But
He's got them grow lights. It's amazing.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Anyway, so you guys got live music too, right?
Yeah. We start out Friday. It's 4 to 8. Friday will be George and Andy band. Andy is well known around the area. He plays the mandolin. He's darn good at it. And we're excited about that. And then we kick off the Saturday with a bunch of bands. Cody King, that's a good one in Union County. He does 1 to 4. And then I've got Paradise 56 coming out. They're a tribute band from Hayesville. And then we've got Dean Parker on Sunday. So he's a well liked.
That's a good lineup, man. Ain't no doubt. Hey, you got crawfish, man. That's cool. Crawfish, shrimp, lobster. I love crawfish.
Yeah, the crawfish comes in live Tuesday or Thursday. The lobsters arrive Thursday as well, live from Maine. So I know a lot of people question about the freshness of the seafood, but I can guarantee it's It's there.
Now, is that where you come in?
Yep,
I
that's
told
Matt's
Mike
job.
I'd handle the food part of it. So, yeah, we've got
Matt is kind of synonymous with good seafood. Boy, I remember the days of American Catch, Matt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I appreciate that, Patrick. It was that was a good time, and yeah, so we're kind of just paying tribute to that. We've done some seafood boils at Blairsville Restaurant, and they've been very successful the last year or so, and it's just a way to showcase it and do more. We're gonna have a boil tent basically, which is gonna have, they spoke on, the lobster, the crab legs, the shrimp, the crawfish, Gulf oysters. We've got almost 2,000 pounds of crab legs coming in. So, and they're the big ones too, the 10 ounce and up. And then we've got a fry station with catfish and shrimp and oysters and homemade hush puppies. We're using Logan Turnpike's corn flour.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm jazzing up those up. And Teppanyaki's doing some Asian seafood stuff. They're doing some poke bowls and sushi. Lucky's is doing some, Mexican inspired stuff with tacos and cocktail and ceviche. The Masons will be out there doing hot dogs and hamburgers. We got some other non-seafood vendors.
We've got Nana's. They're famous for that ice cream. They're at every festival. And then we've got Pop Pop's Nuts. Gotta love those guys. They're coming out and supporting us.
Got to give a big shout out to one of our buddies over here too, RJ's. I see their name on there. RJ's.
So RJ's was one of the first sponsors. We love RJ. We love John, and Johnny.
Yeah.
So we love those guys, and this is their first festival. So come out and support those guys.
People don't know what we're talking about. That's RJ's Fine Cigars. They'll be set up out there, have some smoking cigars.
Yep. They're
stogies.
There's a rumor out there that they might have some monster ladies coming. So you might.
There you go, Steve.
They're gonna be giving out Monster energy drinks. So there's a rumor out there.
When you say that, all my buddies are like, "Heck, I'm in on that."
So
we're say energy drink. What?
Yeah, we're excited for those guys. They've really gone above and beyond.
I like that monster lady. We used to call them big bone women.
Well, I hope they're
monster
not.
ladies. I love that. Hey, you got blacksmith? You got a blacksmith coming?
Well, we're still working on that. We had a lot of potential blacksmith guys coming, but there's a lot more to that. That's the one thing that is a little sad is that art's dying out with the old charcoal and the old way of doing things. So it's a little harder to find some of these people that used to do it. So we're still working on that one, but hopefully by today we'll have a blacksmith.
Now, where's
hydration station? Hang on, this is where you got like the IV thing going on.
The banana bags.
Yeah.
The primary school. That's one way we like to reach out to the community. They're going to take charge of that. So the whole idea there is to kind of teach them, a different work ethic. How to collect money, give change, make recipe, and it's exciting for them. So,
Acton Academy it's a great school. It's kind of like a homeschool hybrid, if you will. It's accredited, but the kids will be out there. They'll have a parent chaperone them, so they'll be giving them change and talking to customers and stuff like that, and they'll be able to keep the money to go back into their school system.
That's cool.
Yeah. And where is this going to be held at?
So it's at the Mock House. It's 25 Veterans Memorial Drive. If you know Melissa's Bakery, it's across the street, or if you know Builder Supply, it's next door.
Right.
So
if you go downtown on Friday at 4 p.m. this coming Friday, you'll see it.
Just find the crowd.
Yeah, I do. I do want to push that the public, the parking. We've got what we like to call the people mover. I don't know what it really is, but it's the big trailer that will haul with a tractor, and that'll be just doing constant trips to that public parking there behind Hole in the Wall.
Right.
So, if you're looking for parking or worried about parking, that's where you go.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it comes to seafood. I'm all about that.
And
it's gonna be big.
They brought us some passes to give away too.
We got you some wristbands.
Yeah, man, we're gonna give some of those away.
Y'all need to count your passes.
Yeah,
they're gonna sell them on the side. I already know it.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna have to take a break here in a minute, but recap everything real fast. So, just Seafood Festival starting this Friday. 4 to 8.
Okay. Saturday will be 11 to 8, and Sunday will be a 12 to 4.
Right.
So,
I got
come on out. It'll be fun. Live music the whole time. Live reenactments. I've got Hey, we even have a Civil War reenactment going on. So
That's
there's a
pretty
lot of fun activities there.
Right.
We want to make it again affordable. I can't push that enough. It's not something that we're trying to make a bunch of money on, but it does go to the Union County Historical Society.
It's only $5 to get in.
It's
right?
$5.
Yeah, and
Come
kids
on.
get in free. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know that a lot of people ask, no, that $5 doesn't get you a lobster, but
You can't even buy
Um,
cigarettes for $5
exactly,
anymore.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we that ticket just gets you in the door. Helps us. All that ticket money goes straight to the Union County Historical Society.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. That
And,
milk
yeah.
churning, that'd be pretty cool for you. And
Yeah.
I hope y'all get a blacksmith.
We're working on it. If you know anybody,
Walt
you know,
Burns, man, call Walt Burns. He does that.
call me.
Oh yeah, Walt Burns. He makes all kinds of stuff out of that.
Yep.
That stuff there. It's pretty interesting. I like watching that stuff too.
Yep, and like I said too, we're rebuilding a cabin right now, so that's kind of neat to come out and
Right.
watch how that used to be done. So,
Well, that's the thing about it. You know, a lot of the history over the years has just been done away with.
Mhm,
you know?
Yep.
And it's once it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing I always push. People ask me, you know, oh, why are you so interested in the historical society? Well, if I'm not interested in it, I feel like my generation's the last one to really care. So we got to care. We got to get out there. We got to raise some money, and we got to, support our locals and support the history. So
Yeah. Well, that'll work. All right, we appreciate it. I'll get Pat Malone up there. He's a public speaker. He can speak back in the, I don't know, the 1800s.
I give you the history.
Yeah, can't you, Pat? Oh, no,
Yeah.
you're a Yankee. You ain't from around here. I keep
Uh-oh.
forgetting that.
He'd be on the other
Oh,
side of the
geez.
Civil War reenactment. He'd be shooting it.
Now you're setting up your own jokes. Is that what you're doing, Steve?
Yeah, we don't want you at the Civil War. Yeah. Oh, Grant. I hear old Grant. Grant. What the heck, man? We lead down here. So, that's going to be good. April 25th, 26th, and 27th over at Blairsville. And y'all need to do this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Music. They got the whole 9 yards. Face painting. Got face painting.
Yep.
Mineral mines. Speakers, y'all got Appalachian Trail Club,
Yep.
Mineral Mines, Trout Unlimited, Beekeepers. That's a big thing. My
Yep.
son's got into bees now.
Yep.
Got into that. So y'all got
we're also cooking cobbler in one of the old Payne cabins. You know, Mr. Payne again, and a good name in town. So
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of fun activities.
all right.
Super cool. All right.
We appreciate y'all coming in, man.
thanks for having us.
Thanks,
Really-
guys.
Did
really
we cover
appreciate it.
everything?
Yeah, I think
We
we're
good?
we're solid.
All right. We're gonna get to a break. Pat, you ready to go to a break?
I'm ready.
We're gonna take a short break, folks. All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We got the big thing coming up. I don't know what we got here. Where's my comments at? There we go. Now we got them going back. All right, I reckon, folks, don't forget the TVA Lake Drain Down Community Action Meeting is tonight. This is going to be at 6 p.m. at the Ridges Resort Community Room. So they need you to attend the meeting and see what's going on. I don't know exactly what. Maybe they're just trying to get the community involvement in this. I mean, they're saying the TVA is saying that, what the community is going to weigh in on this.
Yeah, the community's input is going to weigh pretty heavily on what TVA's final decision is. So, I think this is a meeting to put together a strategy to make sure every voice in the community has provided some input into TVA's final decision.
Well, that's crazy.
It's a pretty easy concept, though. The longer it's drained down, the more it's going to hurt the economy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's about as simple as you can
Get it.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
all for
still-
it.
If you got to
it's
do it as
still-
fast as you can.
Yeah, it still boggles my mind that it's supposed to take as long as what they're projecting. Now, I know that they've set that as the worst case scenario, but I can't see projects
Well,
taking like
Well, Pat,
6
you
to
had
8 years.
that damn guy on your show. Why didn't you ask him? How come you think it's going to take 8 years? Why?
That's exactly. We did ask him, Stephen. How come you don't listen to our show?
Well, probably because everybody else don't listen to your show. It's boring.
Okay. That's their
Ask
fault.
everybody. Why y'all
You-
know?
You're
why
like
did he say-
everybody else. You walk around oblivious to what the real facts are.
Yeah, okay. Rebel
Uh-huh.
Boy said he's going to be there. Hope to see you. Yeah, I'll be there, Rebel Boy. I have no idea what you look like, but I'll be wearing this hat right here. So you
Yeah.
spot me in a crowd.
I think the whole thing's funny because they say, like, we want to make sure people aren't spreading misinformation and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. But the first thing they say when they announce is like, hey, we're possibly going to drain the lake for 8 years, so and that's all we're going to tell you. And then they're mad that people are spreading rumors and wonder what the heck's going on. Once again, I think it's that kind of stuff that spreads the misinformation.
Yeah, it does add to it. It definitely does add to it.
Well, 8 years don't even make good sense. I mean, I don't think and we got people on. Okay, so we've got all the stuff on Facebook and social media, and they're like, if the dam needs fixed, fix it. We need to fix the dam because I don't want to die. I mean, we're all for that, honestly.
Nobody really wants to die, right?
What I'm saying, but they've got to be 8 years. I mean, come on.
There's a couple of ways that you could die here. You could drown if the dam broke, or you could just go out of business if there was no business because the lake level was down 20 feet for 10 years or whatever.
8 years. So you're spreading misinformation there.
Yeah, I know. I just exaggerated, didn't I?
But I mean, I'm all for fixing it if there's a problem, which I don't think it's that big of a problem if it's going to take 3 years to even start. I mean, if it was.
And did you go to the Colorado School of Mining and Dams to get your degree in dam safety?
No, I went to Common Sense Rules, man. Yeah.
Okay.
The School of Hard Knocks.
The World According to Phillips.
Yeah, okay. So if you're driving down the road and your tire blows out, you have to stop and fix your tire, right?
Yeah.
Or you just keep driving. Just keep driving.
That is basic common sense. Right?
But if your tire's a little low, you think, well, I think I'm going to drive on down here to the next intersection where there's a service station and pump my tire up. So, I mean, honestly, and that lake that washed away that they're so upset about is huge. It's huge. I mean, it's like
3 times the size of Lake Linear or Lake Chateau.
Right.
So, yeah, and it's not an apples and oranges comparison,
right? So that's
but they need some excuse to do the work. So that's the one.
I mean, they need to repair the dam. It's not really broken. The dam's not broke the way I understand it. It just potentially could cause problems.
It's not the dam. It's the spillway.
Right? Yeah. Well, the spillway.
Yeah.
And not one person has said anything about the alligator in Lake Chateau. There's nobody even worried about the poor alligator.
Well, maybe this is where you'll find him because it'll be drained, so he'll be.
Wait a minute. It hasn't been 2 years since you started that conspiracy. Right?
Oh yeah, and I started a conspiracy about draining the lake, and look where we're at now,
Pat.
You showed us a picture of the alligator, dude. It was a log.
It was not.
It was a log.
It was not a log. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to cover tonight. I don't know who the speakers are or anything like that.
Well, Stephen, you're concerned about this, right?
Yeah, I really am.
Are you going?
I just got a text that Brad Allwine says this is the oldest, I guess is the oldest dam east of the Mississippi. Is that what he's saying?
Maybe.
This is the oldest earth.
It was the largest for a long time.
This is the oldest earth in dam east of the Mississippi, and they've known that the maintenance needs to be done for a long time. And according to what he's saying, according to FEMA's information, that a lot would be destroyed if it ever did breach. There's, I guess, 30 seconds of all of this would be destroyed, like including some of the schools and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a spillway. So if the spillway, and basically what they're worried about is if they turn the spillway on for some reason because of flooding, it could actually wash the concrete where the cracks are joined. It could get underneath the concrete and wash the concrete out, which would, so, it wouldn't be something that like instant. It wouldn't be like an instant flood. And it would take a little while.
Well, yeah, it would. Once the concrete is washed away, then it'd have to erode the soil that's behind the concrete. So,
right.
It wouldn't be instantaneous. You're right, but it would be disastrous.
But now here's another thing. That dam, the dam is really, it's like a triangle. It's not just straight up and down. It's a triangle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shallow on the water side of the dam, and it's kind of straight off on the other side. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Give me that one again.
You know how it's a triangle.
Okay, I got a triangle.
All right. So the long
where's the bulge?
The bulge is at the top where the dam's at, and then it's kind of elongated into the water the way I remember seeing the pictures back in the day. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of shallow at the dam, around the dam edge till it goes down, is it not?
Yeah.
So I mean, it take a while.
This is probably a really dumb question, but what is the downside of just fixing it in the off season? Maybe.
Well, that's the thing. They can do it in the 2 seasons. You would think.
That's what they've been doing. I don't know why that's the option that's off the table. That's what they're doing right now on the spillway. That's what they're doing right now. Is they're in effect filling those joints, caulking the joints again.
Caulking them with caulk.
Well, if
they use Flex Seal, like I've said, that they would.
Yeah, they could float that boat with the screen door bottom, right? Yeah.
So they're caulking it. I like to be a little guy out there with a caulk.
Yeah, a little dap. Yeah, so that's how I do my construction.
Hey,
too.
I'm sure they're doing something a lot more technical than that, but that's kind of what there doing.
Okay, so now so tonight is the meeting at 6 o'clock. Y'all all need to be there. Rebel Boy's gonna be there. Y'all get to meet Rebel Boy. He'll be there. We get to point him out, and he'll be the guy that y'all probably seen him. I think was he not the same guy that's got the horns with the red line?
It was at the Capitol.
I think it's not the same
that guy.
No,
is it not him?
No, Rebel Boy's got a snakeskin jacket and drives a Trans Am.
Oh, right. We get along good.
And he's got a Motley Crue tape in there,
Oh, not Motley Crue, man. Yeah. Leonard Skinner, baby. Leonard Skinner. So, okay, we got 2 more meetings coming up, right? And that is actually the TVA is going to be attending. You've got the information on that, do you not?
Yeah, May 5th is the meeting in Clay County at the community center.
Right.
5:30 to 7:30, and May 13th is the meeting in Young Harris at the Foster Park Towns County Recreation Department there.
And that's what date is that now?
That is the 13th of May, and that's from 5 to 7.
Right. I wonder if Andrew Clydenham's going to be at this. And what's the guy from North Carolina?
Chuck Edwards.
Chuck Edwards. And everybody corrected him on that when he was talking on the interview. He said from Tennessee. I mean, it's easy to get mixed up on that. But yeah, Chuck Edwards is from North Carolina, so we get that up there.
He's closer to the Capitol in Tennessee than he is to the Capitol in North Carolina.
Yeah. Now Chuck Edwards ain't the guy that called us. We got all confused who he was, is he?
You got confused.
Yeah.
I was ready for
it. Yeah, that is him. Don't tell him who you are if you meet him tonight.
Hey, Chuck.
Okay.
Oh, Chuck. Yeah, we'll get Chuck on here.
I think we just answered the phone and I put him on and you said, "Hey, Packy, what'd this guy win?" I think that's how the conversation went.
Yeah.
Well, that's like our interview this morning. I get here and these guys are here and I go, "Hey, how you doing? Y'all going on the radio?" "Yeah, Packy's invited us. We're going on the show today." I'm like, "Oh, okay, good."
Dude,
great.
He owns 5 restaurants in Blairsville. I'm working on
just
I'm bribing him, bro. I'm free food.
He is the most awesome restaurateur.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not kidding you. When American Catch was operating, I mean, that was our favorite place to go.
Well, let's give away some passes.
Whoa. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I can understand not telling me Chuck Edwards is coming on, but this guy here, you ought to give me a heads up on.
No, I'm not giving you any time to prepare to take my free food, man.
So what are we giving away, Pat?
All right, so they got one more time. We're going to recap. Earlier on, we had Matt Leonard and the guys from the Seafood Festival and the gentleman from the Historical Society. Friday, April 25th. That's coming up this Friday, 4 to 8. This Saturday, 11 to 8. And then Sunday, 12 to 4. They've got the Music and Seafood Festival in downtown Blairsville. We got a pair of passes going out to a caller. Pat Malone, do you got any kind of seafood trivia for us?
I just so happen to have fish trivia. How's that?
A fish trivia?
Yeah. Here's the question. Fish, especially saltwater varieties, are rich in what certain fatty acid that's recommended for your heart health?
Okay.
What is the fatty acid in fish that's good for your heart?
What kind of fish?
No.
Saltwater fish.
Saltwater fish. Okay.
Yeah. That means ocean.
Phone line's open, 706-379-9770. You get that right, we'll give you 2 passes.
All right, let's get to a break. All righty, we're back with you, and we have a caller on the line. Who do we have, Peggy?
We got John Peace.
John Peace, man, what's going on?
Not much. What are you doing, Steven? Other than causing trouble.
I'm causing trouble, man. Just trying to keep it going. What are you doing?
I'm just sitting here drinking coffee.
Well, that must be nice. Black or with cream?
Straight up.
Straight up, man. Straight up.
Well, we changed the trivia question last minute. It's now, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
Good morning from Tennessee. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Fish.
You're an idiot, man. Oh, yeah. Packy. What was that we used to do?
The joke of the day.
Yeah, the joke of
back.
the day. And everybody's like, we don't get it. We don't get it.
Is that the joke?
That is it. All right. What's the question, Packy? Pat?
I forget.
What's the oil called?
What's the fatty acid that fish have that's good for your heart health?
Omega-3.
Oh, you're a winner, John Peace.
There you go.
Yeah, I take it every day. It's kind of simple.
There you go.
Are you a health food nut?
No, I just the doctor recommended it, so I started taking it.
So do you like crawfish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They got shrimp, lobster. Golly, they got a lot of stuff. This is gonna be fun. Yep.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So well, all right, man. Well, tell us something going on. What's going on? Anything good? Are you worried about the dam breaking?
Not really.
No, you don't care. You don't care about the dam. All right, then.
Yeah, if they got to fix it, they got to fix it. So it's just,
Yeah,
that's
8
just
years.
all there is to it.
8 years.
Yeah, I know. It seems to me I've been in the concrete industry a long time, and it just seems to me there's better ways and faster ways in this day and age to be able to fix it.
Well, I agree. We got everybody we need. We got you. We got Rebel Boy. He does concrete.
There
And
we
we got
go.
we got Drew Vogel. He listens to us. He's an engineer. We got everybody
will
we
need
need
their
in our.
stinking help.
We got everybody we need in our YouTube comments.
Let us fix it. That's what I say.
You cool with that, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. All right, man. Well, keep drinking your coffee, brother. And have
I will.
and have fun.
John, I've got the passes up here at the station for you. Come by and see me.
All right, cool. I'll see you in a little while.
Thanks, man.
And he has
All right, bye.
and he has no XXX t-shirts.
They're all you got to do is maybe $10 and they're yours. Okay, it's half off. That's what we said, right, Steven?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. All right.
you're a crook. But
Thanks, John.
He just hung up before we got to say thank you. I reckon, man, you talking about a crook having bad luck. Are you kidding, man? I reckon this Kristi Noem, the Homeland Security Secretary, had her purse stolen at a Washington, D.C. restaurant. Could you imagine the crook that actually stole that? What was going through his head when he figured out whose it was? Be like,
How oblivious do you have to be to have your purse stolen?
I don't know. What do you do with your purse when you're at the restaurant? Do you
Well, most ladies I know either hanging on the back of their chair or
there you
set
go.
it down beside their chair. Right?
oh, so it's her fault.
Wow, I'm like you, Stephen. I'm just saying.
It's her
a
fault.
little situational awareness on the part of the Homeland Security Secretary
Well, you
would
think
probably be appropriate.
you think a crook would say, "Wait a minute, she's like something to do with Homeland Security. Maybe we better leave her pocketbook alone." You know what I'm saying?
Crooks don't know who's on Homeland Security. That's why they're crooks.
Oh, Lord of mercy. This is crazy. I'd hate to, golly, you wake up next morning and think, oh, I have screwed up. I have majorly. You've been there. We've all been there. What did I do? What did I do? Right.
I'll never do that again.
Oh,
Dear God, let me get out of this. I'll never do that again.
I'd say that, once they find this person, that they probably going to end up being an MS-13 and they're out.
They're going to El Salvador. That's for sure.
Send them on. That's what I say. Send them on.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now the Pope has pulled the pin here on us and he's gone. And so now they got to get a new Pope. And I've been checking in on this, folks. And they always pick a cardinal. Am I saying it right? A cardinal?
Yes.
But they don't have to pick a cardinal. It can be
Right.
any male Catholic can actually be the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Really?
So,
Mm-hmm.
so Packy's he's a Catholic.
There you go.
And we're going
I accept the nomination.
We're gonna start a petition over here tonight when you're at the thing tonight.
Write that in there. Stephen Phillips from Friendship Baptist Church
I
nominates Packy.
I'd love
All
to
right.
see you as you'd be cool.
With a little hat on.
So what would be the first thing you'd do if you was a Pope?
That's a good question. Let me get back.
He'd market his product but differently, you know.
Yeah. Would you
Pope
open,
smoke or something like that?
Collection for me.
Would you open the gates up and let all
Exactly.
Yeah,
Heck no, man. I'd shut them. I'd build the wall even higher.
Yeah, Pope Packy. It's got a ring to it. Look at that.
Mhm.
Pope Packy. Packy the Pope.
Mhm.
I can see it now, man. And you've already got that little outfit that he wears, except yours got the eyes cut in it. What?
That's not a big pointy hat. That's a big pointy hood.
Well, I know that, but he could like flip the eyes up. The hood.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
that's
need
where
the
it's-
one that works like scissors, you know.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I would think that hurts, you know, when you put it on.
No, I have no idea, but they got a lot of money. I don't think. So I don't know. Does anybody know who's in the lead of this thing right now? Because I say it's very political.
It actually, sadly,
there's about 5 people on the Las Vegas odds that are supposed to be in contention.
And they're from Las Vegas?
No, the odds maker in Las Vegas. You can bet on everything.
Yeah,
the
I know that.
conclave makeup, I think, is a little bit more conservative than it was when Francis was selected. Am I right about that, Pat? I'm asking
Well,
you.
I don't know, because Francis has appointed about 80% of the current cardinals. So I would think it would be a little more liberal.
I think some of the ones they were looking at were like African bishops and stuff, weren't they?
Yeah, they
Which
are.
a lot of those
Yeah.
are very conservative. Actually, they don't like a lot of the liberal stuff.
Yeah. Yep, that is true. That is true.
Robert
Many-
Saria of Guinea. Am I saying that right?
New Guinea?
Yeah. No, this is Guinea.
Oh, Guinea. Okay.
That's just the old Guinea. That's just the normal.
Yeah.
No, Guinea's in Africa. New Guinea's an island in the Pacific.
Babylon B says the Catholic Church is considering electing a pope who is a Catholic this time.
That's the most accurate. Yeah, pretty much the most accurate.
Babylon B always got a good contribution.
This is the Pope is the number one thing trending on X right now. Number one thing trending on X right now. And it's funny. Some folks up here really, I mean, I don't know much about this, but some folks really didn't like him. They thought he was liberal. Now, I brought that up yesterday, but they thought he was a whole lot more liberal than what he should have been.
He was very liberal.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he believed in open borders.
No, well, like Stephen said yesterday, not really. No, he didn't, because they have a wall around the Vatican.
Right.
Well, yeah, he could.
There's a lot of Catholics who really are more conservative, and they don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he says. But a lot of the stuff that he said, they did. It's kind of like Trump in a way. They will twist things if it's an abortion issue, which he was very pro-life, and anything that he said, they'll twist it, and it's like it's fake news operates on everybody, not just Donald Trump. So you just got to be careful what you read about him. But in general, yes, he was really, really liberal. And a lot of the people who you're talking about that he nominated and stuff to be in those positions were more friendly to like LGBTQ stuff, which is wrong. It's totally against what the church teaches. So
yeah, and he was always only what do you want to say? He couldn't make a mistake.
What do you mean?
When he was talking about faith.
Oh.
So when he got on social issues, that was opinion stuff. That was not faith-based stuff necessarily.
Well, I know one thing. They're trying to get a private meeting set up with J.D. Vance and Chuck Schumer. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi.
He's got that Russian poison on his hands, does he?
Hillary Clinton. Yeah, they're trying to get a meeting set up with him. I don't want to see how that works. I'm all for it. So who is this guy that they're talking about? It's all over X. This what's his name? I don't know. You're not following this, Packy. I figured you'd be following this.
not so much, really. No, really not.
I got to pick.
I don't think any of the front runners have got enough votes to swing it. It's going to be somebody from the background.
What now? Now, you don't follow the Pope because you're a Lutheran, right?
No, we don't like the Pope.
Oh, you're talking about the Robert Sarah guy. I got you. Yeah, I actually really like him. I actually did bring some of that stuff because I figured you would talk about it. Quote from him: "Gender ideology is a Luciferian refusal to receive a sexual nature from God. Also, those who use the Bible to justify mass immigration are bewitched." I like this guy.
He brought you up, your bunch up in there, Luciferians. Did he say Luciferians?
That's your terminology.
Well, that's what he just said. What did it say, Packy?
He said, the West has denied its Christian roots. A tree without roots dies.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can you agree with that, Stephen?
A tree without roots dies?
The West has denied its Christian roots. A tree without roots dies.
I think they're denying God, man. Period. But I don't know.
Well, isn't that what he's saying?
Well, I just put it in layman's terms. Can I do that? I mean, do we have to use all them big words? Can we not just put
Christian?
Which word baffled you?
None of them, but I just put it out there. I mean, can you not just follow along?
You're gonna like this, Pope.
I am.
You are gonna like if he gets.
Well, now on the Las Vegas thing, where is he ranked at? Does anybody know? You said they got 5 guys.
Yeah, nobody's that high. Everybody, the lowest is 7-1 odds.
And they're thinking about 5 guys.
Yeah, there's 5 guys on the Las Vegas board, but Las Vegas has got, betting on how many ballots it will take. And
so what are you going to now? You got 5 guys going to replace 1 guy. Is that not kind of like
We got to take a break. You got 5 minutes left, and we got a 4-minute break.
All right, let's do that. We got to take a break, folks. We'll give something back away when we get back. How about all righty, we're back with you. How long we got, Packy? We'll give away another.
Yeah, we can do another set of passes to the Seafood Festival coming up this weekend in Blairsville.
All right, what you got, Pat?
what area produces over 50% of the blue crab harvest annually?
What area produces 50% of the blue crab annually? 706-379-9770. We got you some tickets right here. The phone is already ringing. Come on out. This is going to be April 25th, 26th, and 27th. And this is going to be cool. A lot of stuff going on with that. So good deal. Hey, you know what tomorrow is, don't you, bro?
It's Wednesday.
Wow, Wednesday with Gary Chapman. I reckon I'm going to go up Friday and see him and Larry Gatlin at their show at the Mule House.
Good for you.
If they'll let me in.
Can't even hear his name. What's your name again, sir?
Chris.
Chris. Okay, what's your last name?
Lickavoli.
Mickavoli?
Lickavoli.
Lickavoli. Okay, what is that?
Yes,
That's
sir.
Spanish?
It's Italian.
Yeah,
Italian.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where are you calling
No,
from,
I'm
man?
from Sicily. I'm from Sicily.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yes, sir.
sorry. Yeah,
Pay
I'm sorry.
attention.
You won.
Yes. We love you guys. For
You don't have to do
Sicily.
anything.
Yeah.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, you won.
Okay.
Are you is your wife driving and you're steering? Sound like
That sounded like backseat driving, right?
Yeah, that back-
Yes,
Stand
I'm
behind you. Hurry up.
Uber today. I'm the wife Uber.
Oh, you taking her to work and dropping her off?
Yeah, I make her work, but I don't have to work myself.
Oh man, that's
Can you teach me your ways?
hey, he's a lobster, man. He's from Sicily. They don't do nothing. Yeah, they just sell used furniture.
All right, quick. We got to answer this question. What's the answer, Chris?
Maryland.
More specific.
Oh, come on, Pat.
They're not coming. They're not on the ground, right? Where are they?
No, they're in the sound there.
You won. You won. You're from Sicily.
The Chesapeake Bay is what you're trying to say, right?
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. You're a winner.
Swing by here, pick up your tickets while you're out Uber driving.
Okay, we'll do. Thanks, fellas.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
thanks for calling in, man. We want to thank Daniel DeWello for bringing you this part of the show. If y'all have any problems with insurance give him a call because he's dealt with them and now he's back. All right, we'll see you in the morning, folks.